into the second round of competition. Heat number 5 taken to the lineup with some surfers from all around the world. Already getting a quick start, Jeremy Flores. Representing France on the top 34. He's been called one of the best surfers in the world basically his whole lifetime. Top turn, another vertical hack there on the inside corner. Kicking out with confidence. Catching up to the tail end of Dion Atkinson. So Jeremy in red, Dion to battle with as we see these surfers on their journey once again. All about the backhand for Dion Atkinson. How'd you like that two-turn combo?
I liked it very, very much. Well put together ride for Dion Atkinson. I was looking forward to seeing the beginning of that ride, as well as Jeremy Flores, Championship Tour competitor, bringing that experience into this lineup. 2 big moves in quick succession, much like Dion Atkinson. The waves are just continue to pump here at HB. See Jeremy doing that Huntington hop, how he was able to throw this up into the whitewater with such precision. Jeremy.
So now early numbers on board. The biggest, Jeremy Flores, 9.17. And I think he had a pretty good feeling that score is going to come his way after the finishing move. As we see a solid backhand climb from Davey Cathels. Had a lot of power to work with on the climbing move, and that one's going completely flat. Now looking back on the last of Davey Cathels. How do you do that move?
Gosh, so much power. I think North Narrabeen just lends itself to those left-handers. He would have cut his teeth on beach break waves back in the Sydney Northern Beaches.
You know, knowing Davey and just such a cool act, and he was having such a solid year. He had to watch that one, just let it go and move on. He came back stronger, ended up qualifying for the tour, and we saw that last year, rookie season. Some rifling up the beach towards the pier. Now right out front, our surfer from South Australia, Dion Atkinson. Great timing on the first move. Now fighting through the flat part of the wave. Not going to get much out of it there. Dion took off on some heavy rides to make it all the way to round 5 as we look at that first turn again.
Well, trying to back up that first 5-point ride, 5.83 that he has in his scoreline. Flat board with a lot of just something that's going to give you that planing extra bit of front forward momentum. You want to be able to step on that front foot and find that extra bit of speed.
Quick snap off the roof for Timothee, and he's out. Just trying to get warmed up in this heat. It was 16 minutes ago. Embarrassing. 10:30 on the clock in this one. Jeremy Flores still in the lead. Having a look now, Davey Cathels. Big windup. Nice vertical blowtail on the pier bowl right. Great timing. Solid effort getting the fins out. One explosive maneuver now through the reform. He's heating up off the bottom. Nice clean stock frontside air just to seal the deal.
That was cool.
I loved it. Let's take another look. How was the first turn?
First turn, money, just right here. So critical. Tosses it up there. So then he has the wherewithal to stick with this wave. Watch here. We've seen that dead section of part of the wave, but this thing, just having that bit of foam, gives him that momentum to find this inside section. This air just so steezy. Does the grab. I like it. Mixing it up.
Love it. Get out in the lineup. Last wave for Cathels, an 8.0 for one of the coolest combos of the day. Puts him right into first. Timothee now winding up. He'll get hung up on the alley-oop attempt. He's been really trying to looking for a breakaway score here. Also have a priority judge. All he's doing is seeing the priority rotation unfold. Flores using it now. Into his second backside vertical hack, looking for another big one. Flores on fire in this matchup. And he's got a ton of speed through the flats, earning a finishing move off the bottom and crushes the finish.
That's how you back up an 917, Jeremy.
Beautiful turns out the back. Let's check it out again.
Yeah, the flow that he finds on his backhand, the variation that he threw into this wave, that second turn, sweeping and strong. And also finding this connection. His read on this inside section is also just very critical. Like the way that he's able to throw it up, even though that wave is about to lurch, he just keeps that low crouch.
Next wave for Cathels, already 2 turns out of the way. Just off the bottom, off the top surfing, sinks on the 3rd maneuver. On a finish, Atkinson with priority, looking for a serious comeback. But we'll be seeing Cathels up once again. Cathels just connecting a couple of just flowing backside turns. Surfer from North Narrabeen looking for a finishing move. He's earned it. Nice clean stock float, and he'll get out of there. So now some big numbers required from Atkinson and Timothee Bisso to come back. 4:30 on the clock. Atkinson now making a move. Going a lot of spray out the back. Clean snap down the line. A little bit more power, but his rail digs in and he's down. Was able to dominate the Australian Open in the past. So was able to win that event over in Manly, which was based off the US Open here. Flores up again, just showing that he's in total control. Big backside whip and then a lively rock and roll float to finish.
I like it. Love the combination, the variation, keeping us entertained. And like I said, waves really get him motivated, I think. Seeing the south swell in the lineup is getting him psyched at the moment. You mentioned that quiver. Board is looking great. So responsive. Great kick out too.
The heat recap. This one happened quick. Flores, after the horn sounded, drops a 9-1-7 to start off with the most impressive opening wave of the day so far.
Oh, guaranteed. Watch this quick hit to seal the deal for a 9-1-7 from Jeremy. And then Davey Cathels, not to be outdone, slams the fins free. Big power moves.
And he just used that downtime well. We just were waiting, hoping, praying that this thing would ramp up. Next thing you know, clear for takeoff. Nice clean stock air for one of our favorite combos of the day.
Doesn't disappoint. And then Jeremy Flores bringing that experience into this lineup, backing up that 9-1-7 with a 7.03. Again, finding this inside connection and just making money right there.
Love seeing the flow from Jeremy. We've seen a couple of combos broken in about 90 seconds. Chopu Tahiti is another place that you see that happen every once in a while. Timothee up and out again as he's running out of time.
Wow, and he used his priority on that.
For the top 2. And now setting up the final exchange here. Dion Atkinson with some room, needs an 8.84 to turn it. Carve into a big vertical power hack, and Atkinson can't hang on. And Jeremy Flores had the lead from his opening wave of a 9.17 and never looked back. Flores moving on to the round of 48 as this one continues.